Every e-commerce brand wants to grow by reaching new customers and turning them into enthusiastic supporters. But aren't we a little bit leery of advertisements? How then can brands authentically get in front of potential customers? How can they introduce themselves and start building relationships with people who might want what they offer? One of those answers, user-generated content. Hi, I'm Roy Morjean, president and co-founder of Enventys Partners. We help entrepreneurs with ideas launch new products and scale their businesses every day. Today, I'm here with Lauren Ratcliffe, our Director of Marketing Strategy, to talk user-generated content. What is it, how to get it, and what to do once you've got it. Hi, Lauren.
Hey, Roy, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So in our last video, we talked about how to transition from crowdfunding to e-commerce. And today we're going to talk about a valuable asset to help e-commerce businesses grow, right?
Absolutely. User-generated content is one of the most important things that any brand can use to build authentic relationships with potential customers and existing customers.
So what is it exactly? Because I think there's a few different things around how people perceive user-generated content.
Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's content that's not created by the brand itself. It's created by their customers. So instead of a brand telling you why they're so great, they get their customers and their fans to do it for them. They have them unbox their product and share that experience, or share a testimonial or a review. Those things ultimately build authenticity.
I think when I think about UGC, I think about influencers, right? So how is this different from using influencers?
It's not that different. So the biggest thing is that UGC is generally created by customers who you're not paying for that content. You are simply inviting them to participate in your brand. Now, that's not always the case. Sometimes you do have to pay, but by and large, influencers have lengthy contracts. These are business arrangements where UGC is much more casual, much more informal, and in some ways more effective because it's that way.
So if you're not paying for it, how do you get UGC to use?
The easiest way is just to ask. And you can do that in a couple of different ways. Obviously, you can send an email to your customers and say, hey, we noticed that you received our product. We'd really love to know your feedback. And ask them to share a review on social media, use a branded hashtag. You can also include flyers in every product package you send out that include QR codes of ways to send content back to you or hashtags to use, inviting them to share exactly what it was like to use your product and how much they love what you've given them.
So what happens if none of that works necessarily?
That's almost every brand's worst nightmare, isn't it?
Sure.
If that is the case and you're asking, nicely for your customers to provide reviews and you're just getting crickets, well, you can use a number of different platforms. In fact, businesses are cropping up every day that are streamlining the process, and it's kind of hitting that gray area between influencer marketing and UGC. And so we're vetting those every day, and we would recommend, reaching out to one that might fit both your needs and your budget.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of different software out there. It can be very confusing. Are there any software that we've used in the past that we really like to use for our clients?
We've used a couple, and again, we're always evaluating new ones. So the best place to go for who we're recommending at any given moment would be our website, our blogs, and the links in this video. But right off the bat, I know that we love using Billo and Mini Social. Those are two of the platforms that we've vetted and used most frequently, but we're constantly looking out for the newcomer who might be disrupting that space.
So why is it so important for brands to get UGC to use?
Well, think about it. If you're scrolling on your social media like we all do, are you likely to click an ad, or are you more likely to click on something that has a link, but it's from someone whose content you already have engaged with that you like, or a friend? You're more likely to click a friend, right?
Right.
Okay, so UGC is that. UGC is using normal people. It's not an ad that feels curated. It's something that feels very natural, very conversational, and much more informal. You're more likely to trust that recommendation.
Got it. So this is more of a form of digital word of mouth.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of our lives are lived online, and this is just an extension of that.
So is there any way that a business owner could get more engagement from their customer once they do their unboxing or have an experience with the product?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, if you're looking at ways to get more UGC or to get more lifetime value out of a customer, you can be offering discounts. You can be offering discounts on future purchases, trying to get people to both share their experiences with existing products and then also purchase more from you in the future. It's a great way to do both of those things at one time.
So is there a good way for a business to start doing UGC and then once it starts to grow?
Yeah, I think you want to start small. You want to start with the low-hanging fruit, which is inviting people to talk about your brand on social media and then being active yourself in those spaces to share their posts. You don't have to create a post if they've already created something and all you're doing is sharing it and saying thanks for the kind words. Those are very easy ways to leverage user-generated content.
Do you recommend that businesses create their own hashtag?
If it makes sense, absolutely. There are trending hashtags that you can jump in on, but creating branded hashtags is a great way to build brand identity. So if you can start with that and get proper, engagement from both your customers and even with your employees, that's a way to start building that presence. Absolutely, it's something I'd recommend doing.
Amazing. Thank you for all the information, Lauren. And I hope you guys found this information useful as well as you guys plan to grow your D2C businesses. Make sure to join us next time as we discuss how to get the most out of e-commerce ads. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, what are you guys waiting for? Make sure to click the button below and check out our website, EnventysPartners.com, for all the additional resources on launching your new product business. Thanks again for watching.